Salut à tous et bienvenue à la GamesCom de Cologne. Toute cette semaine sur le site Football World, vous aurez la chance de retrouver énormément de choses autour de FIFA avec beaucoup de vidéos. Mais aujourd'hui, nous allons parler plus précisément d'e-sport car j'ai la chance d'avoir avec moi Monsieur Peter Moore. Bonjour Peter, comment ça va?
Ça va, merci beaucoup.
So let's continue the interview in English. And for starting, what the GamesCom mean for e-sports?
Wow, this is first of all, what a fabulous location now, Cologne. As much as I enjoyed Leipzig, this convention center is massive. Also gives us a great opportunity in particular for our FIFA games and Active to allow not only the retailers and the trade to get their hands on the games, but of course this is a big consumer show. So very important that we get consumers to get their hands on the games, and excited to be able to do that.
Yesterday we saw you in the presentation of an e-sports game and we saw you sweat.
Yes.
So what's happened, Peter?
Well, yesterday we showed for the first time anywhere in the world EA Sports Active more workouts. As you know, we had a phenomenal success with EA Sports Active, 1.8 million units sold in the first quarter alone. And one of the things that we immediately needed to do, of course, was keep the experience refreshed. So the team in Vancouver has been working hard the last 6 or 8 months on building an expansion pack, 35 new exercises, thousands of new custom workouts, a lot of focus on the abs and the core, and making sure we have a lot of variety to keep, as I say, the experience fresh and make sure people continue to love to use EA Sports Active on the Wii.
And about Grand Slam tennis and more precisely the next gen version.
Yeah.
So what's up with this version?
Well, two things, and to go back to Active, we looked at the success of what Active was, realized that we needed to keep the momentum going around the world to develop more iterations of Active, so made a difficult decision to take some of the development resources from our tennis team and put them on Active. At the same time, we also were very excited to see what both Sony and Microsoft did at E3 with Project Natal from Microsoft as well as the motion controller from Sony, and realized that the real authentic sports motion that we were enjoying with both tennis and Tiger on the Wii was something we could now replicate on next gen. So we made the decision to wait for those technologies to come along and then redeploy, in particular, Grand Slam tennis against those new next gen technologies.
In around 1 month now, new FIFA 10 will be released, and the community is very excited about this game. What can you say to them for keep them exciting until the?
Well, they're going to have to wait, obviously, till October 2nd. But having seen the content yesterday during the press conference, that is available for folks in France to look at online. Spectacular video. Great work from David Rudder, the producer, explaining the iterations. I'm particularly excited about the new BIA Pro game of photo face, to be able to play as, I could play as a Liverpool player finally after all these years. Some of the improved AI for goalkeepers, tougher defending, things that the team has done to add even more polish to what was a brilliant game with FIFA 09. FIFA 10 continues to keep our lead versus our competition. I feel very, very proud and very good about what we're going to do. So the only thing I can say is wait till October 2nd. It's worth waiting for.
Every year, every football team change their kits, and this year, the Football World will do that kind of same thing, and we have a new Football World. What do you think around this new version of Football World?
Well, I think that the real key is building deeper tools for the community. It's very important that we speak to our community every single day, that our development teams around the world are able to speak to the community and get the feedback, as well as it to be a place where you can interact with the game itself. It's going to be an extension, if you will, on the web of what the console experience is. Best example, again, is going to be Game of Photo Face, where I can actually upload to Football World my face in a JPEG format and then drop it onto a player in the game, import it into the game and go from there. So community tools, great way to learn more about the game and a great way to interact with our development teams.
So last week you launched in North America Madden 10.
Yes.
And what do you think now about the game and about the Metacritic and the feedback from the community about the game?
This could be the best Madden we've ever made. And certainly when you look at the Metacritic scores, I looked this morning before I came over to the convention hall, it looks like we're going to be at about an 88, which is a phenomenal 4 points up on last year, which was a very good game as well. Always difficult to get great Metacritic scores for annual iterations of sports games, but the team at Tiburon in Orlando, Florida has done phenomenal work this year. In particular for American football fans, some of the new physics of what we call the ProTac engine, the fight for every yard, has been spectacular, and gamers, particularly American football fans, obviously are loving the game. We shipped this past weekend, we shipped on a Friday. Obviously, as it always is when Madden ships in the United States, it's a very big deal. It's bigger than a video game, truly is a cultural phenomenon, and just seeing the results over this weekend and very happy with both the quality, the marketing, and the consumer reaction.
Let's talk about a mysterious game now from EA Sports. It's MMA.
Yes.
What can you say about this game?
Well, I've been a huge mixed martial arts fan for many years, going back to actually my Sega Dreamcast days when UFC was shipping on that, so 9 or 10 years ago now. We do see it as a great complement to our Fight Night title. So our plan as we roll forward here is every 12 months we'll have a very powerful fighting title, boxing, mixed martial arts, boxing, mixed martial arts. We see mixed martial arts as a very legitimate sport that continues to grow worldwide. We see it very, very much as part of our global strategy, gaining in popularity over here in Europe, very powerful in the United States, and it's got a strong foothold in places like Japan, where a lot of great fighters come from. So I actually flew back to the US over the weekend for a fight. We announced Randy Couture as a key fighter in our game. We had announced Fedor Emelianenko a couple of weeks ago. So having a core roster of great fighters, having a very unique EA Sports flavor to mixed martial arts really is something people should be excited about. That game's coming in 2010.
And do you have a last word for the French community?
Absolutely. I mean, I love the support we get from the French gaming fans. I think you're going to really enjoy FIFA 10. And who knows, France for the World Cup in South Africa in 2010? You never know. You never know. And being an Englishman, I've given up hope. So it's a long story. All right, thank you.
So thank you very much.
My pleasure, thank you.
Restez connectés sur Football World pour de nouvelles vidéos cette semaine autour de FIFA. Salut!